Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that most people misunderstand, the true difference between the wealthy and the poor. And no, I'm not just talking about the size of their bank accounts, I'm talking about what's going on up here, the mental blueprint, the operating system that guides their decisions every single day. See, the rich don't just magically stumble upon success. They think fundamentally different about 5 core things. And once you understand these differences, you can start rewriting your own mental code. Let's start with the first, and perhaps most crucial difference, how they perceive risk. When most people, those with a scarcity mindset, see a potential investment or a new business venture, they see failure. They see the possibility of losing everything. Their internal narrative shouts, be safe, save every penny, don't rock the boat. They prioritize security above all else. Now, how does the rich person see the exact same situation? They see opportunity, they see asymmetric risk. They calculate the maximum downside and weigh it against the massive upside. They realize that true financial growth requires calculated risk. They aren't reckless gamblers, they are calculated risk managers. They understand that the riskiest thing you can do financially is nothing at all, because inflation guarantees your safety net shrinks over time. Next, let's talk about ownership and blame. This is huge. The poor mindset often operates from a position of external locus of control. If things go wrong, it's the government's fault, the boss's fault, or the economy's fault. They are victims of circumstance. This mindset prevents growth because if you aren't responsible for the problem, you aren't responsible for the solution. The wealthy, however, operate with an internal locus of control. They believe they are the architects of their lives. If a business fails, they ask, what did I learn? What mistake did I make? They own the result, good or bad, knowing that ownership is the only path to improvement and control. Our third point is about consumption versus investment. When the person struggling financially gets a bonus or a small windfall, the immediate thought is often about instant gratification, a new gadget, a nicer car, or a quick vacation. They are focused on increasing their lifestyle right now. Money is treated as something to be spent. For the wealthy, money is treated as a tool, a seed that must be planted to generate more seeds. When they get a windfall, the first thought is, where can I deploy this capital to generate passive income? They delay gratification. They buy assets that put money in their pocket before buying liabilities that take money out. They understand that a dollar saved is just a dollar, but a dollar invested is a future army of dollars working for them. Fourth, learning. The poor mindset often views education as something finite. You finish high school, maybe college, and then you're done. They often fall into the trap of thinking they already know enough to succeed. The wealthy treat learning as a perpetual, non-negotiable process. They spend money, time, and effort constantly absorbing new skills, reading books, attending seminars, and networking with people smarter than them. They understand that in a rapidly changing economy, if you stop learning, you start losing. Finally, let's look at their focus on income. The poor mindset is obsessed with earning a high hourly wage or salary, trading time for money. They focus on one main stream of active income. The wealthy mindset is focused on building multiple streams of passive income. They realize that their time is their most precious resource. And true wealth is defined by the number of days they can live comfortably without physically having to work. They build systems, businesses, and investments that generate cash flow whether they are awake or asleep. The key takeaway here is this: wealth is not about genetics or luck. It's about conscious decisions, long-term planning, and a constant dedication to thinking like an owner, a risk manager, and an investor. If you want to change your financial trajectory, you have to start by changing your mind. Thanks for watching, and if this helps shift your perspective, make sure to like and subscribe for more content that empowers your financial journey. See you next time.